Welcome, listeners, to the first episode of the Random Access Podcast, a podcast where we discuss everything RAO, the OSC, and anything else we find interesting. I'm your host, Krimpy, and with me today are Egg,
Hi, I'm Egg, and I live in 15 different spatial dimensions at the same time.
Bruno,
Hi, I'm Bruno. I'm the voice actor for Top Hat, Wade, Stick, and previously Sledgehammer, and I'm Spanish.
and Cece.
Hello, I have committed war crimes.
Amazing cast today, very
Haven't we
flavorful
all?
people. Anyways,
Yes.
yes,
America.
the first episode of our podcast that we've been planning for a very long time. How are you guys doing today?
Yep, definitely.
I'm
doing. Yeah.
I think
I'm doing
yeah,
fine,
I have
like-
fun here.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So
I've only cried myself 15 I've only cried myself to sleep 15 times this month, so that's better than
That's so
terrible.
Cool.
I'm doing fine, I guess.
All right.
I mean,
all right.
it's not like it's 32 degrees here, and I literally want to die. So yeah.
Ah,
Well, buddy, I can make that a reality.
it's pretty much the negative of that here.
Yeah.
Negative
In
32.
Celsius.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like
So-
negative
Celsius.
31 right now, I think.
To start us off today, how about we go through what all of you guys do for RAO and stuff. So, Bruno, if you want to start us
Yeah.
off, what do you
I
do?
literally just said it. I voice act Top Hat. I voice Top Hat. Yes, the British funny man. I voice act Wait, the funny mean guy. And I voice act. Oh fuck! I cannot do the Stick voice right now, but yeah.
Okay, cool,
And I voice act Stick, the corpse husband riff off.
cool. And next, Cece, what do you do for the show? Explain yourself.
So I draw, I do assets and backgrounds. I animate, and I also voice act Iron Bar, the one that's known for saying sus.
Cool. Nobody cares. Egg, what do you do?
Oh god. I do a little bit of everything, a
Yeah.
lot of animation, a lot of voice acting too. I voice act Fork, the other funny mean guy. I do Clover and Calendar, yeah. I also do Drumstick.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Code,
Code, yeah.
Adam.
And
Adam.
Adam, yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Cool.
And I draw, and apparently I make music now. And I write, and I make all the storyboards in Previs, which is very epic and gamer.
Cool. How do you feel that no one actually knows this because you're listed in the credits under a different name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And if you didn't know me, which you probably don't, because who looks at the credits anyways? I'm Krimpy, and I do work for the show as well.
He's the main writer, I think. You're the
Yeah.
main writer.
I think, I don't know.
Egg is
I think I've written like an episode or two, maybe. I don't know. Yeah,
No, you've written a lot of episodes.
It's been
Anyways,
split in half. I
yeah.
did too. You did
Also,
too.
fun fact about Krimpy, he's the one that literally came up with every single title of each Rayo episode.
Yeah, I'm just so cool like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so amazing. Yeah, so thank me for
Don't
those
be so
awesome titles.
quirky and
Anyways,
silly.
yes, I am also not really a voice actor. I voiced Box in the latest episode as of recording, which was episode 4. I voiced Box in
And
that.
Drumstick.
No, I don't. I don't voice Drumstick anymore.
And before.
Yeah, before episode 3 and before I voiced.
No,
Drumstick.
pre-episode 4.
Yeah, pre-episode 4 I voiced Drumstick, and then starting episode 4 I stopped.
Hell yeah.
I also animated for the show at one point or another, like
Episode
two
1.
episode like 1, 2, and 3. I animated a bit, but by now I don't. It's funny. I do like a lot less for the show than I used to. Anyways, but yeah, I do stuff. Yeah, this is falling apart quickly. To start us off for our first episode, I think this is something that a lot of our listeners want to know, but which is how did Ariel begin? Like, what was the idea behind it? How did this group of people get together? And I think to start us off with that question, I will pass it over to Egg.
Yeah, funny thing is, it actually all started on Reddit, so that's very cool. It defines our sense of humor. But yeah, the person who started it isn't actually with us anymore. They got left a long time ago, but back on track. Yeah, it all started off on Reddit on the Battle for Dream Island subreddit. Not some random guy. It all started on the Battle for Dream Island subreddit where it all started on the Battle for Dream Island subreddit when the main guy was asking for writers, animators, voice actors, whatnot. And I guess we all just decided, hey, that seems cool. Except for Cece, she's new.
Cool.
I joined the day before Aria won.
Huh. I thought you joined in like round 3 or 2.
What? No, there's no way.
Yeah,
No, I joined the day before Aria 1 came out.
Oh,
really?
I actually believe
Yeah.
Huh.
I think like it's either me or Krimpy or Egg that actually are the oldest ones on like the the Reddit or I don't know. I believe.
Yeah, we're the oldest members on the team.
Yeah. How days pass by.
yeah, okay. So, I mean, yeah, Bruno, you were also there. Did you want to talk about anything that?
I mean, we could talk about the original. Oh, we can talk about the original title of Rayo. It had
Yeah, okay, yeah.
another different.
That's an interesting story. Yeah.
Okay, like I think it was CEOUT. I think COT.
SOUT.
I believe. Let me see.
Yeah, it was
I believe
SEOUT, Super Object
Oh, UT,
Entrance
let me
Using
see.
Travel.
I think yeah.
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 No, but yeah, that was the original name. It was, I
Yeah.
believe, randomly generated just out of thin air.
Yeah, like all the members in the show. I
Yeah.
think it stood for it stood for Super Object Entrance Using Travel. Which
Yeah, but we decided to then change it to back to Rayo. I mean, not back to Rayo, but we changed it to Rayo because it was like way too long and way too complicated.
yeah.
And if I'm
And
being
it had
honest,
no real meaning.
like Rayo or random access objects like sounds way more easy and cool than CEOT or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how
think-
do you
yeah.
even pronounce that?
Yeah, and I think the only downside of naming our show RAO is if you search up RAO in just like YouTube, you get this
Oh.
like Indian show. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
We
But
named our show after a
The good thing
Brazilian
is
senator.
that if you don't search just Rayo and just search random access objects, we
You'll
are
find
top.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's
Whoa.
pretty cool. Yeah, it's no longer like coding tutorials. Yeah. Yeah, no, okay, so
We
moving
organic-
along a bit, let's talk about the Aria 1, how that came to be. Well, like the ideas behind, like just like the
Yeah.
thought process behind it, and
Yeah.
how how you guys make an object show, because I think a lot of object show creators, that's like the biggest thing for them, like how do you begin? And I think
Yeah. You of course begin with even if you want to go solo, even if you want to go with many people, the first thing you do is write the characters. You have to get each character personality, what do you want to do with each character, and everything else. Because the
Yeah.
writing, I mean, this is something that I honestly believe, but I believe the writing of the show in general writes itself when you write the characters.
Yep.
So yeah, so the first thing you have to do is write the characters, and yeah, like write the characters, and then you can like start writing ideas, maybe where the whole show takes place, because that can also be like a major part of the whole story behind it. And yeah, so that's what I believe. If you guys want to have
Yeah.
a little more.
Yeah, and after that, the sequences that we go through is 1, writing, 2, voice acting, then we do like at the same time previs or storyboard, whichever you prefer, or maybe a mix of both, while making all the audios at the same time. And once all your storyboards and audios are complete, that's when you get to animation. And finally you do editing, and of course last thing you have to like make the title, thumbnail, description, and everything, which is a lot more hard than you'd think.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because I mean,
Yeah,
No. The title is actually pretty easy, but we make ourselves it hard because
yeah,
every Rayo episode just has to have an and.
no, I
yeah,
think
and
the
like for Ralph 4,
And
well,
some things. 2 nouns.
no, I
yeah,
think the titling I think is pretty easy, at least because I do it. So and I think it's pretty easy. But I think the hard part is just writing description and stuff, because where do you start? How do you
yeah,
describe, like, how do you write like I don't know, I guess it's because I don't like doing like really cheesy things, and I think that's a pretty cheesy thing to do. Just like,
Oh,
today
Rayo
the
contest.
oh no,
the
Cloud
contestants
is
are going out to
hungry. Oh,
find a la di
Like,
da.
like
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like I never like
in
write.
this mystical episode in Glinklork Land, we're gonna find out how to capture all the magic fairies.
The thing
Exactly.
is, like, when you write a description, I honestly, in my channel, what I do is just put like some random words or join my Discord and everything. Because when you trying to write like an episode, like kind of describing thing, you sound so robotic. This is what I
Yeah,
always
Yes.
say.
Yeah,
In
no,
every object show,
definitely.
you sound so robotic.
Yeah,
And
no, but the
it's just
thing,
like,
yeah.
I also think another thing that a lot of shows get caught up on is just dilly-dallying too much in the ideas phase, like planning out years in the future, which is what we kind of did. But then we're like, oh crap, if we don't get this done, we're not going to be able to achieve what we plan out. So yeah, and the show, because of that, was like 5 minutes away from being canceled.
yeah,
Very
yeah,
close.
because there was thankfully we had I always praise them every single
Mhm.
night. But the thing
Pray
is,
to Katana.
yeah, there was a person like that sent it a scene like seconds before Ray was just cancelled. Like that was
Yeah,
so satisfying. Like,
Yeah.
yes, we can continue, and look where we are now. Sadly,
yeah,
the person's not working with us anymore, but
sadly.
Yeah.
it's a big thanks to them.
A
Yes,
lot of the
definitely.
team isn't working with us anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
A lot of
unfortunate.
the old
Uh,
people aren't working anymore. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I
there's
remember, like
only like
Yeah, okay.
many people
yeah,
that.
Yeah, okay.
but another thing is that with like during episode 1 and 2, we were so hungry to get more staff members, so that we got a lot of people who didn't really stick around for much.
Like, yeah, they stuck
Yeah.
around for like 3 seconds and then they just left.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So I noticed that, like, CC hasn't really been in the conversation yet. So maybe let's specifically, because you mostly do like art and animation. So do you want to talk about your processes for that? Like how you design like the assets, how you go about animating? Yeah, just talk about your design processes and your creative mentality. Yeah.
So for assets and backgrounds, mainly I was just start with a sketch because that's how you start everything. Yeah, first just get an idea of what you want and then start sketching it. And then it depends if it has a one liner or not, but like some you just do lines and then you fill it in and you add detail. For animation, I just start out with putting the audio in, then putting the assets in, and then making sure all the assets are in the correct place, and then animate the limbs first, and then I animate the eyes. Well, not really animate, but like then do the mouths.
Okay. So yeah. Interesting.
If you want to do backgrounds, keep a general color palette with the things, but then make sure everything still fits together. If you want to, like, if you have a color palette and then there's like the sky and grass, make sure like the sky still fits with the grass while having color palette for each of those things.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a big issue we had during round 2 and 3, that the backgrounds would change from like the darker, more less colorful backgrounds to some brighter backgrounds. So it like really hurt your eyes and stuff. So we tried to fix that in the last 2 episodes a bit, but you can probably still see a bit of it, which is why we're hiring a dedicated background designer. Please join the server in the description if you want to be our background designer.
And if you want to, I recommend try making the colors a bit less, like a bit more muted. Don't do like full saturation. That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the characters stick out and you can tell what you're supposed to focus on.
Yes. So make the backgrounds more muted, and then make the assets for the characters a bit more bright.
Yep, and don't have it just be a hilly area with maybe mountains, because that gets really bland. Like add hills in the backgrounds or trees.
And also remember to make enough space so you can animate in. Don't make the ground like just like a couple pixels on like the bottom of the screen, because then the
Yeah.
animators cannot put the characters in. So
Mhm.
keep that in mind.
Plus, you don't want to make it look too much like a puppet show where the characters are in front of the background and not really standing on anything.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for that insight. Anyways,
Yeah.
I think another very important part, at least to me it is the writing process. And Egg, as one of the head writers of the show, do you want to get into
Mhm.
how like writing an episode goes? How how you do about that?
Yeah, so first we decide the challenge and everything basic about it. Then we decide like what arcs or what changes is gonna happen to a character. And then, which I do mostly, I decide like what are the basic events that are gonna happen, like what characters are gonna interact and what's gonna happen. Like for Ralph 4 as an example, the basic events would be Sledgehammer and Adam talking, going to elimination, intro, ad, uh, contestants ask Cloud about the ad, and then you want to start writing the full thing. I'm lucky to have a second writer who's much better than me, so I can have him check it after I finish writing it. Then after that, we go on to whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And I kind of want sorry if I take Seja. Excuse
Hmm.
me, I have a sneeze coming in. It's gonna be cut, but
How about you talk about Krimpy? How about you talk about like,
Yeah.
because you are like
yeah.
also a writer, but you're not the same like thing about writing. You like polish the writing.
Mhm.
How about you tell us about that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I think, yeah. Um, I think something that really like stands out, not stands out, but like that really I'm really glad to have is like Egg as like the other writer, is that because we have quite different takes on writing. We take it like we view it from very
Mhm.
like quite different angles, and in that in turn gives us like both sides. Because I think some shows struggle to balance between like the more like less serious comedy aspects of it and like the more like serious like talk like interactions part of it.
Yeah.
And like we like Egg and I like we each cover one of these sides. I mean, like I wouldn't say we're perfect at it. Like we're definitely like we're far from
Mhm.
perfect, but like we have differences, and like we have our own distinct ways of approaching it. And when we combine that, we get like a decent. I don't like, is RAO good? Honestly, is that a question to be asking on your
I'd say
podcast?
so.
Is my show good? Anyways, no, but
Rate
like
my show.
right to my show. Uh, yeah, that's good. Anyways, no, but yeah,
Comment your perception of the show.
yeah. But like, and like having both of us right, that like we have let's like this like synergy to it where we each go over like every like we go over each other's work, and that ensures that our script
Mhm.
like progresses what we want in the story while also not being too dry and being like just talking with like no sense of like humor to it. Because
Yeah.
like and at the end of the day, RAO isn't like a very serious show. It's still like a pretty lighthearted, pretty like generic
Yeah.
show. Like with writing, it's I do think that having a partner to write with you is important. Like it's good to have like a second viewpoint when you write, because if you write on your own, it can be easy to get really narrow minded and like ignore some things that
Yeah.
because you naturally will omit some things and other people will catch that. So but at the same time, like don't have too many writers, because everyone has their own opinion on how the show works, and even if like all of you guys are on the same page, there will still be like small differences that over time will become noticeable. So if you
Yeah.
want like a lot of writers, like or like a lot of people contributing to writing, instead of having everyone directly write, have these people like more like proofread the script, and that's also what we do. Like, everyone's able to proofread it before we send it out, and like that ensures that
Yep.
like the script maintains what the main writers want, while also like making it better, because this no matter how good someone is, there will be mistakes and there will be things that can be polished up.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
really good insight for anyone who wants to start a show.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, we've talked about kind of like how we started. Let's talk about the later episodes, like what you guys liked. So let's start with the first episode, Aria 1. So what do you guys
Yeah.
like? What you guys didn't like? What do you think was
I,
it
I
was early, so yeah. Bruno, if you want to start us off, because yeah.
Okay, so what did I do in Rail 1, you mean?
No, like no. Also can keep
Your
it back.
personal
No,
thoughts
no,
on the episode.
what's your opinion of it? Like what was your opinion of how it worked? Like how it went? Like how did you
Oh,
enjoy
oh,
like your opinions of the episode? We're just talking about the episode itself. Yeah. So
oh, okay. Yeah, I think Rail 1 is honestly just okay. Like, at the time, like, maybe, like, when Rail 1 just got, like, um, uploaded, I would have told you that it was really good and everything. But looking back, and especially with the latter two, Rail 3 and Rail 4, seeing Rail 1 is just, like, it's honestly just okay. Like, some of the animation, it's honestly, like, really drags because, it's either, like, really clunky, or like they're missing like a lot of things that we really wanted in the storyboard, but it was like disregarded when it was started animating. And also another thing about the animating is about the change between the animators. Like, you can tell which scene what was from who. But
yeah.
I guess now it's a little bit less noticeable, but it's still noticeable anyways.
hmm
Also the voice acting. This is probably gonna be mostly mine, but I actually didn't really like it. Like there's some of my deliveries of the voices that I really didn't like. I just sound like way too monotone. If that's a yes, I mean that's obviously a word, but if that's how I will like describe myself in this episode.
all right, yeah, and Egg, you're up.
Yeah, I honestly think for a first episode where half of us didn't know anything about show making, it was pretty good. As a general episode, nah, not at all. I mean, a lot of my animations, I was just starting out and they looked not that good. Uh, but yeah, I feel like it could have been a lot better. The writing was good, the voice acting was pretty good. Some of my lines I did not do good on. But all around it was pretty all right, I guess. The art was good, the backgrounds were good, the assets were good, which we still use. But the pacing, yeah, pretty good.
Okay, CC.
Ario 1, it was good as a way to like start out because a lot of us didn't understand how it worked, yeah, as Bruna said. And it was like a good thing to work off of for future episodes. And now it's okay, I guess.
Okay, yeah. And I like my opinions on it.
Okay, your opinion about Rail
Yeah,
1.
yeah, okay, yeah. I think Ariel 1 is. I think it's an episode that to me has aged pretty well actually. I'm like for a first episode where we had like like Egg said we had like no idea going in. We did pretty well, I'd say. Like it remains the longest episode by episode length because that's just like because pretty much I wrote the entire thing and I tend to like write pretty long episodes, but that's besides the point. But like I think it did a good job at doing what it needed to do, introducing the characters, setting up the premise of the show, and I mean like for a first episode, it wasn't terrible. I don't rewatch it, but like it's definitely something I can rewatch, like because there's some things I just wouldn't want to rewatch because it's it's bad. But like Ariel 1 is definitely not one, like not bad. Like I wouldn't say it's good, but I wouldn't say it's bad. It's like it's decent. It's decent.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a worst. Yeah, we had a worst episode. Like we're just gonna go to that
Yeah.
worst episode.
Yeah.
Real one
And
isn't the worst.
yeah, no, definitely. It's definitely not the worst by far. It's honestly pretty good. Yeah. Anyways, speaking of the worst, let's move on to episode 2.
Okay, so I want to
no.
say I want to start again because
Okay, that's good.
it's
right.
about almost everything. First of all, in this episode we try something different about the animation. Instead of using like the backgrounds, we started using screens like green screen, yellow screen, and everything, and it just didn't work out because some of the times just the like
The
contestants or
glowing uranium was
characters
messed up
were
severely.
like above the ground or like it just didn't really
Yeah.
work out.
And one update between camera positions, and Uranium had a weird glow around her, and Bouncy
It's like
Ball.
any character was like a bit of like
Bouncy Ball had, like,
translucent parts, it would not work well. Like I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Bouncy Ball was turned like very different, like the colors of it.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Colors of
no,
her.
no,
Just
no. Bouncy Ball had like because Bouncy Ball is a transparent character. You can see through her asset. So that's what it complicated it. Because if you use a green screen, the thing that's the part that's behind Bouncy Ball will not go away.
Yeah.
So that means
so, like she just changed colors. Like some parts of her just like got turned to brown, I think, because like some of them were magenta and then it just turned to brown.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So
Also,
it was
Absolutely a train wreck.
it also Code sometimes I believe because
Yeah.
Code had like the little zeros going around it, and
He's also transparent.
is he?
Yeah, he's transparent by like a tiny bit.
He's partially
Okay.
translucent, yeah.
yeah.
And the
Yeah,
green
no.
screen, like sometimes also, like in one of the animations, like the limbs were all like thin enough, and it just made it thinner. Like the limbs would just be like super thin, and then like it was just a mess. The animation was honestly just a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was
Yeah.
some parts where we got a new animator and she did not deliver. So like she cut out half the things we asked from the storyboard.
We're not gonna say who it is. We're not gonna
Yeah,
say
we're
who
not.
it is.
No,
But
no.
we,
Not naming names, like,
but when we discussed
I feel
about this,
Ario too.
we roasted that scene
Because-
so hard.
Yeah, since we were looking for like new animators, we were really desperate. So then like
She's not
some
on
of
the
the
team anymore.
animators got,
Yeah.
so, yeah, we're not gonna
I
name
mean,
names.
at least from that we got what I believe is one of the most iconic frames of Ario.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about, I bet you do.
Yeah, that. But yeah, it was definitely a good learning experience.
Yeah, no, and I think like
Funny enough, it was better than
Oh.
half the other scenes because it didn't use a green screen.
yeah, actually though. I mean, the levitating people was the levitating
Yeah.
yeah, just like walking on water. Yeah, no.
Iconic.
What was I
The
saying?
characters
I
got
think-
arms when they weren't
yeah,
supposed
no,
to.
but like, and like, no, I also want to like take a look at like what was good about that episode. And I think like as me as like a voice actor, not voice actor, I think as a voice like audio editor, I think I improved that one, like because the audio sounded a bit like better than the first episode, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
No, but like there's some parts in the episode like I don't know why like the whole thing in the top hat like the red team sometimes it just sounded like way different than the other parts.
It's interesting. Yeah, no.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know, and like I do have to like also like I mean the pacing did feel quite off, like the writing,
Yeah.
like the pacing, like it was meant to be like quite like a high action episode, but it just didn't like pull off very well, and I think it was just because
Yeah.
we don't
Because
have
I mean, I think it's because like most of the animators like don't know how to do like a running like
Mhm.
a run thing.
yeah, it just wasn't like that. Like we weren't well suited, and I think our RA2 our like episode 2 was it was an experiment, like it was experimental, and we learned a lot from it, you know, and
It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid episode.
Mhm.
That's what I like
yeah,
to call it, hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and I think no, and
Something
like
that I
this,
do really want to say is it's the voice acting. Like I honestly think that sometimes I feel like it's better and sometimes I feel like it's worse. Like I think some of the voice actors improved, but then like I hear other parts and I just think they're okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It
Yeah,
was mid. It was mid.
it was.
Yeah, it was.
Like RA2 definitely like the one I'm least proud of. Like I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I dislike you because there was still something we put effort into that other people put effort into, and I don't think we should discredit that just because of like some flaws.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not something that I would it's not something that I wish we replicate, but it exists, and I think
Mhm. It's
it
not
exists.
horrid, but
It's not horrid. Yeah, it's not something that I'm.
I mean the whole reason why Rayo 2 is I honestly think it's bad, it's because it was rushed, really.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were on a like
Really rushed.
a deadline or something. We were like
We
wanted
were
to do it
chasing a
before.
deadline.
I think Krimpy, you were out on on somewhere like, and we had like egg, oh my fucking egg, do like the whole thing. Like we didn't have subtitles. We just wanted to get the
Yeah.
episode out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were died.
Yeah. We died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we got. Yeah, we
Yeah.
just
No.
got
Anyways,
died.
but like, no. Yeah. No.
okay. So so now we're going up, and we go for me. If I'm being honest, this is honestly my favorite episode on Rayo 3.
So 3.
Yeah, it was a pretty. I like 4.
Like 4's good, like really
Yeah.
good. But I honestly think like Rail 3 is just more laid back, and I just like it better.
For some reason,
Yeah, I can see
it
why
might
you
just
like it.
no. It might just be me, but RAO3 is actually like the least memorable so far. Like I
Rail
think
3.
Yeah, it was
Just
filler.
there.
it was. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it's filler.
It had no real climax.
Yeah. There wasn't like really like a progression to the story at all. I mean, there was.
I mean,
It was
yeah,
just-
I mean, I don't think it's perfect, but if I'm being
no,
honest, I like it
obviously,
more
no episode
because-
gonna be perfect, but like it was kind of just there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
You know, like
if I'm being honest, it was like laid back. I really like
Yeah.
that it was just laid back and not
yeah, it
doing
was
anything like really
simplistic.
surprising. And
Yeah,
we
Yeah, we're
had
gonna have to do
some
more like
slack
that.
as well because
Yeah.
it started like some arcs. I saw that it was the start of some arcs,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Anyways, Rail 3, what are your opinions about it? I already talking about mine.
The art was really good for that episode, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The animation pretty good.
I think it's just for me, but I did not like the animations I did in Ario 3.
Yeah, and they were pretty good. The writing was actually
think-
pretty good.
Yeah, and
Just
the
'cause I felt like
I
the
actually
eyes and
The
yeah.
writing is
things
my
on the-
favorite part of Rail 3. It's just
Oh yeah, no,
awesome.
absolutely. And I think actually like it was because Ario's 1 and 2 were mostly written by me, and I think like Ario 3 is definitely where like that like cooperation shows like Egg like because like that like the first like the bait like the rough draft that was written by Egg, and like it really like it felt much like lighter and much more approachable than the first 2 episodes, definitely. And I really enjoyed that.
Uh-huh.
Like from that point onwards, like that's when like I think the idea of like Egg and I both writing, like that's when it clicked, because the
Yeah.
first episodes were pretty much entirely written by me, like, and
Mhm.
I don't really like my work in those 2 anymore. But like Ario 3, yeah, no, the art like got a lot better, and I think that's in part because like maybe I think no, yeah, it's because like CC like the first episode where CC like actually started to like do assets and stuff. Really.
Yeah.
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 sounds good.
And I don't know. Yeah, no, it's a good episode by all accounts. Like it's I would
Definitely.
like my ranking still places it below episode 1, but I think it's just because like episode 1 has such like that factor of like being like the first.
Oh, so your ranking is like episode 4, episode 1, episode 3, and episode 2?
Something like that. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Like my
Mm-hmm.
opinion of episodes 4 is kind of mixed, and it's honestly because I feel I don't know. It's I haven't really like thought through my opinion for episode 4 yet because I like to
Mhm.
because
Yes,
my
it's pretty recent, so yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's the best performing video though. It got 1,000 views, which took Rao one like a long time to do.
yeah
Oh,
and
yeah
yeah,
Ario
Real
4
4 literally
Rao
just
Four
got
did it.
up like in 6 days. We already had like 900 views.
Yeah,
And
I
I
know-
actually didn't advertise the show. I actually didn't advertise it.
Yeah, neither
So-
did I. Well,
Yeah,
I
no,
advertised, not
I
Twitter, but
advertised-
I had it up in
Not that much.
I had it up in the OSC server. That was about
So
it.
Of
that
course.
actually makes me like really happy. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's go to Rail 4 because we're already like saying
Talking
about
it.
Rail 4.
Yeah. Ario
Yeah,
4.
like-
I think in terms of production wise, it actually took the longest. Like, I mean, I know Ario 1 took a real long time.
Besides
But that's like, but that's kind of unquantifiable because there was no like set
Yeah.
date where we actually started really working on it because there was just a really long time where we just sat around and didn't do anything. But
yeah,
in terms of actually
There's like
production
a 2
time,
weeks.
in terms of actual production time, I think Ario 4 took the longest, and it shows because it's well done.
Yeah.
Like, I think everything
is.
from
the previs helped.
no, everything from like the writing to the voice acting to the like audio to the animation to the finalization, it all seems better. Like Ario 4 is a step up dramatically, and that's what we wanted.
Definitely.
And that's what we got.
Yeah,
Yeah, I honestly think
Like-
like Rail 4 is like, even though I like Rail 3 better, as I said, Rail 4 is a really close second, like just by a slight margin.
yeah. I feel it could have been a lot quicker if I just did a mix of storyboard and previs. Because I suspected previs would take
Yeah,
a lot
because-
less time.
Yeah, so, yeah. Now we're on topic of previous. The last 3 Rail episodes, it was all just storyboarding. Now they're saying like Egg just does like some previous, like it's just it's not
like
full
Animatic.
animation, but it's just
simple
like
animatic.
it's just like comics. I would like to say like comics. It's not like
Yeah.
really well animated.
Yeah, no, it's like 1 frame a second. It's just like it's an animatic. It's meant to show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mostly for like assets and voice acting and stuff.
Yeah.
And more-
so, Okay.
Mhm.
For RAO 4, I would say like it's actually pretty good. Like the writing's pretty good, except the uranium top hat thing. It kind of just came out. Like it was there, but it was a bit too fast when it came. Like
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
they
no, I
weren't
definitely see
they weren't exactly hinting at it at like RAO 3.
Didn't have
or
like
RAO 2.
Uranium first say something about like she loves or she's pretty smart at doing something about escape rooms and maybe like there
Perfectly
It's
logical
the
challenge
conflict
compared to
starts.
the skill-based work we've been doing or whatever.
I find it actually kind of funny because in the first episode it was set up that like uranium dislikes calendar, and that was just never touched upon again.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
set
They're on
so much
different
up
teams.
in round 1.
If I'm being honest, we really like didn't really touch on a lot of things.
No.
Skull
I feel like
Skull
animation
and
team
Sledgehammer.
doesn't-
we literally only touched on episode 1.
Yeah, no, a lot
Yeah.
of things that were set up in episode 1 kind of just got left behind as we got focused on other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Well, it's also an effect of trying to
a lot
make
of
the
Oh,
things more
oh,
varied.
Waiting goggles. That's
Waiting
another.
goggles.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
like I think
I think
Ario
because, like,
Ario
originally set up
4
teams, some
it
people got
does
separated.
no, it does good to act as like a step towards the next episode, which is Ario 5. Obviously because that's how numbers
Which is a
work.
lot more ambitious.
Yeah, no, definitely. Ario
Yeah,
5. I don't want to
Wait, spoilers. Cloud speaks.
Whoa.
Wait,
I'm gonna
You
make
aren't supposed to
Cloud
say
mute
that.
just to make that false.
you're not
He sells his
say that.
vocal cords on the black market for 5 pieces of osmium.
Whoa.
Yes.
Gee, is that
Okay,
like the
okay,
Little
okay. Let's
Mermaid?
stop because.
Do we have to put a
Let's stop here.
slash? Like, do we have to
Okay.
put a
I'm
slash
gonna
J at the
accidentally
end of our
spoil something
phrases?
like Cloud sells his liver.
Oh no! Why? No!
Oh,
Cut that
no,
out! Cut that out!
spoiler. Cut that out.
He
Cut that
sells
out.
his liver for an iPhone.
15 iPhones.
No, you can't get that much. I'd know.
Anyways,
What?
maybe talk about something else about Rayo because I think we already got everything out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, I mean, like, since we're done talking about like the main thing, well, okay. We got a question from the server somehow. We asked for this questions at the start. From from Belgium. Which contestant is the sussiest? Would you guys like to answer that?
Okay,
Honestly,
top
Iron
hat.
Bar. Iron Bar. Iron Bar.
I don't wanna. I thought we weren't gonna
That
answer
could
that
be,
one.
painting is
it
looking
could
pretty
be.
suspicious.
Whoa. The recording session for that was like the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
we got
yeah,
to-
that was.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Oh no. I mean,
Why?
I don't really care.
Why?
Wait, I
Just,
was,
I said
you're demonetized.
No, like I had to cut a lot of it out just because it makes audio editing a lot easier. I don't have the original recording anymore, but man, it's funny.
yeah, I had to stop myself from saying "sussy" Among Us.
Okay, anyways,
Okay, so what are we talking about
I
now?
mean, yeah, now that we got that out of the way, that was depressing. I think to our second segment of the show, which is where we talk about other stuff. Everyone here, let's share an interesting story that we have. Egg, you can start. Tell us an interesting story.
So when I was 5, I was at Trader Joe's, and my mom put me in the cart while she looked to look at pumpkins. And the Trader Joe's parking lot is at an incline. So my dumb 5-year-old self, I decided to rock the cart because I am smart as a 5-year-old, and there would be no foreseeing consequences. Nope, I slammed right into this lady's car. She comes out of her car and picks me up. And I died the end.
Oh,
Oh, that's an interesting story.
wow.
Very interesting.
Bruno?
Like, okay, so the lady picked you up, but how did she kill you?
She killed me by asphyxiation.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
That's pretty
Very
cool.
epic and or
So how are you still
awesome.
here?
Anyways, who's next?
You.
Everyone.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll try. Let me think of one. I mean, I have stories, but they're like really short. Like they're like just three sentences or something.
Oh, okay, we'll skip you then.
SMH.
You're boring. Goodbye. CC?
Yeah, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Boring.
to think of a good one, but
You
like
guys all suck.
my mind's pulling
Okay,
up
then
a
tell us
blank
one.
right now.
Tell us one if you're like that.
All right,
Yeah,
fine,
tell
fine,
us,
fine.
tell us.
I'll tell you a great story. All right.
Oh, this one time. Okay, wait, I got
It's
one
the
now.
1800s. We're
No one
sitting
cares
around a
about you,
campfire,
CC.
listening to ye old Krimpybob tell a story.
Shut. Okay, anyways,
I got a story now if you want.
no one cares. Okay, all right. Everyone, go in the comments and say we don't care about you, CC. All right. I want to see that in the comments.
Yeah,
like,
harassment,
hundreds of
targeted harassment. Let's go.
Yeah, everyone in the comments like do that. All right. I'll heart every comment that says that.
And I'll unheart it. I'll unheart
give
it.
$5 to every comment that says "fuck you, Krimpy."
Yeah.
Everyone do that. I'll give
Capitalism.
$5 to everyone who does that.
Oh no.
Capitalism.
Anyways, all right. So interesting story. All right. Let's go. All right. So okay. Here's one. Okay. So no. Okay. So our school used to have like this D&D club because yeah, and I was in it, right? Because that's something I do.
Is that a crap
but
review stand?
No, okay, so like it used to have a D&D club and then it disbanded later, but whatever. But yeah, in the club was like me and a few people. No one actually knew how to play D&D. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we kind of did. We kind of did, but we also kind of didn't. It went very poorly. But one
Like Rao.
yeah, like Rao. No one says Rao, you psychopath. That's RAO.
I say Rao.
No.
It's
No, okay,
the,
so
And I also
um
say tortellini
Oreo.
Alfredo.
yeah, no. Anyways, so I mean, like, despite not us like not knowing how to actually play the game, I mean, it was fun. I remember there was this like our French teacher, like she was like, I mean, most of the teachers actually kind of supported it, except for this one guy, but whatever. We're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, our French teacher, like, she had some leftover like food from like a French class. Don't ask me why that's conjecturally related, but no, like like yeah, she's just like, okay, you guys can have this, enjoy, and then like yeah, so there was like this like cranberry juice, and I'm not sure like this because I don't
Juice.
cranberry juice, yeah, it was cranberry juice, uh, and I actually like
cranberry juice.
yeah, okay, thanks, but
Hey, shut the fuck up.
this cranberry juice, right? And I don't know if this is a thing. Like I don't think it's a thing, but at the same time, I want to believe it's a thing because it makes for a more interesting story. But basically, this juice, I think when I tasted it, it tasted kind of funny. And my dumb idiot self came to the conclusion that it was left out for slightly too long, and it became like fermented. So there was like alcohol in it, which I'm pretty sure is not how that works. But and I thought like no, oh no, I've
You
drunk alcohol.
dumbass.
And then like I don't know if this is just like a placebo effect or something, but the rest of that session, I like half of like it wasn't just me, like we actually acted drunk. I'm not sure if it's like a placebo or something. Like it did not feel natural. Yeah, that was that. So
Your
my
French
teacher,
teacher spiked your French
Yeah.
teacher spiked your cranberry juice.
yeah, pretty much. I think I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, cool.
I believe it.
Anyways.
My Trader Joe's lady killing his story
Anyways,
is a lot
see,
better.
you were trying to say something.
Yeah.
Tell us your story.
I was
Yes,
trying to tell a
see.
story, but then Krimpy decided to say fuck you to me and not let me tell my amazing story.
Tell it now.
Tell your
it now.
amazing
Yeah, you have your
story.
time. Don't
Now.
waste it.
Okay, so what our school has, you know, those like the ski trips or like go skiing.
What
So we
school
had that.
has that?
But we have field trip
What?
where we can go skiing. Like once a year we would go. But then that
What?
year I didn't go skiing. So like, and there's also always a couple of kids that don't go. I was one of them, and then we were allowed to like just like wander around the school and like talk to teachers or like help them sometimes.
Yeah.
So then we were allowed. So like one part we were allowed to we were given the entire gym just as like just to mess around and like play around. Yeah, and then
Person.
we got we were playing on, you know, those like boards with those wheels on them that can move around in the gym class?
Scooters. Those are the best.
Yes, those things. And then I was on them, and somehow my friend was able to pin me in the head from across the gym.
Spicy.
It was fun. I
Good
got pinned in
story.
the head.
That was awful. I completely hate it. It's trash. That's it.
You're
not
bad,
you're never allowed on this podcast ever again.
You're kicked off.
I'm sending you to the shadow realm.
Crying, sobbing.
Good. Cry about it, bozo, young boy
Anyways,
hatter.
I mean, this is a short story, but I guess I'll say it anyways because I thought it was pretty funny. So this all the way back in like when I started kindergarten.
Whoa.
I had this teacher, like I don't remember, but I really hated her. I don't know why. Like at the beginning, I really hated her so much that I would literally. My mom said this. I would literally beat her up.
Bro.
I would literally cry and just beat her up.
Bro, Bruno, child Bruno the Savage.
Yeah. But I mean, like in the later part
Fair
of
duty, you.
yeah. Oh, I mean, then my mom said like in like all the years, you're always the one that goes because my college, I don't know why, you have to go like something about like a flag thing or something, and I will always get picked. I will literally be the only one to get picked, and the other moms were just so salty that that they literally started. Why is it always Bruno? Why is it always this? Why is it always that? And one last thing about kindergarten that I honestly thought was pretty funny as well. We all did like two plushies, like two big plush or dolls together,
Wow.
and like the male one was given to me, and I honestly thought like I don't know they voted for me to get it or something. But then I learned
voting.
that they gave it to me because if I didn't, I would have cried.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
the good thing is that the doll
The
had a
best-
baby, so yeah.
The best way to get your way.
I mean, it's
Bawl
not-
your eyes
It's
out.
not as interesting as you guys, but I guess it's
I thought
like
it was
the
interesting.
thing I
Nah,
like, funny.
nah. Child Bruno crying is the best story I could ever imagine,
Oh
man.
my god!
Thank
Okay,
you
okay.
for
What
that
does that
insight.
teacher do to you?
No. When I was a child, I would cry
Murder.
so much, so loud, because
Bro,
because I
same.
also had like a how do you say it a barber
Two.
like to always cut my hair, and the barber
Oh.
was deaf. Like the barber,
Oh.
like we had to choose was deaf, because he was the only one that could support my screams because he was deaf.
That literally sounds like the story I've heard about this like kid who like gets his hair done by like a barber because he like really hates haircuts and like whatever. It's unimportant, but
Yeah.
oh my god.
I mean,
It's not Bruno.
my child self was just like an idiot, a crybaby, and a savage, and also a
Nice.
fucking beast. I would literally hurt myself. I think one
That's
time.
not cool.
Yeah, that's
Self-harm
Not
isn't
hurt myself
cool.
with a fucking knife. Like
That's
I was
not
depressed.
cool.
That's not cool, Bruno.
Self-harm isn't
I
cool.
somehow like find that my mom tells me that you literally like just like rip out a part of my stomach. I don't know what part it's called, but it's between like the thing in the stomach. I don't know what the name is. I mean, I know it. I
Esophagus?
know the name in Spanish.
Flagella. What was it? What's it
in
look
Spanish
like?
it's called ombligo. Well,
The
I cut out that part. Literally, I just ripped it out. A part in the belly
Oh,
button.
belly button.
Belly button.
Oh, okay.
It's like there's a part in the belly button that I just rip off.
Oh my god.
Damn.
But that was actually a good thing because
What?
with that, they somehow were able to find a disease that
Oh
I
my-
only had. Apart from that
What?
person. Literally,
Wait, what?
in my country, I was the second person to get a disease. Also,
Huh.
also another thing as a baby. You know the thing in the mouth that it's like a bell.
Yeah.
The
I don't have it.
uvula?
Oh yeah, the uvula.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Whoa.
What?
I actually don't have the I actually don't have the uvula
Huh.
because
I mean,
Huh.
like every time I think they like ripped it off when well not ripped it off, they got it out when I was a baby, and
Okay,
every
yeah.
time I would drink milk it would just come out of my fucking nose. Yeah, but then after like they like redid everything, and now I just
You
have
can
like
drink
a hole-
milk.
I don't have any holes there, but
Huh.
like I noticed like the difference between where was the uvula. Like you can tell the difference in there. So yeah,
Okay.
I was a pretty fucking badass as a kid. Now I'm just
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, you're still cool, but
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, but yeah,
Mm.
no, like that's
Oh yeah.
interesting.
Okay, one last thing. Okay, I'm sorry, but one last thing.
No, it's alright.
Before I got into where I am now, aka a house, I lived in an apartment at the 3rd floor, and I will
Mhm.
always go to the kitchen, the window kitchen, get my trays, like my toys,
Thomas.
just fucking throw them from the window, from the 3rd fucking floor, and my mother
Okay,
just
but
had to
now the
get them.
question is,
My mom
Have
will
you
literally
pinned
have to
anyone
go,
in the head
have to go
before?
down the fucking stairs or down the elevator just to get it, go back up, and just to get me.
Wow.
And you
Also,
Alright.
start
another
again.
time, one of my toys literally just ended up
Strong
like
train.
roof on one of the apartments.
Damn.
Literally, one of the
Wow.
trains literally ended up at the roof of an apartment. I don't know how.
Wow.
Probably from you throwing it out.
The roof, Eggu, the
Yes.
roof of the apartment,
Yes.
not the
Yes.
floor.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you threw it up. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe you know how parents like when their child is in danger are like able to lift a car. Maybe in your case it's similar. Like they have like the ability to like found some like unfound energy, like tap some like unfound energy. Maybe it's the same with you. You just suddenly like over like months of practice, you're able to fling that train up on like the roof of another building.
I mean, it makes sense because literally, at the age of 1, I was able to walk. Literally,
Everyone was
Bro,
watching
you're a
this.
Chad.
I'm a
You're
Chad.
a Chad.
That's pretty.
I
that's
was
pretty
a
epic.
Chad. I'm a
Google
virgin.
it.
Bro, we have to have a reference to Bruno the Train Thrower in Ralph 5.
Bruno for recommended character. Bruno for debut.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so you guys want to talk about urban planning?
No. That was a
No.
mistake. We're not going back down.
The OSC. We should talk about the OSC because
Actually, we're
how
we're
much
actually
it's
kind
I
of
don't-
coming up on time.
No.
We've been recording for about an hour and 10 minutes, so like we have like 40 or 50 minutes
Oh.
of like kind of coming up on time. I mean,
Yeah,
like we can talk about like one more thing if you guys want to.
the DC Metro. I have a DC Metro pillow. I have a DC Metro shirt. I have a DC Metro fucking poster over my bed that I pray to before I sleep. I have a figure that the batteries ran out.
You just
Okay.
have a
Won't
shrine
make
of
any
DC.
noises. And it's a
With
train,
shrine.
so Bruno, you can throw it. Yes. And I have a smart trip, which is a Metro card.
How about
Cool.
we just like I don't know, if
Right.
if you guys made it this far, then you guys get to see a sneak peek of Rayo 5.
No, you don't.
Oh my god,
Like-
we haven't even started writing. I think.
Yeah,
No.
we
Yeah,
didn't.
we're going on a break.
We're on a
for New
break.
Year's.
We're on an epic break.
Yeah, we're on the gamer break.
Yeah.
That okay? So I think I don't know if I'm gonna get fired for saying this, but
Dies.
Cloud will move at least 1 pixel in this episode.
No,
Whoa.
you cannot say that. You cannot say that. You cannot
Yeah,
say that.
no, you
Cut
can't.
it out,
What?
cut it out.
What? No,
Liar.
no,
No,
no.
no, no, no,
Delete
no.
it. All right. Retract what you just said and apologize for saying it.
Yeah,
No,
or we're gonna
fuck
cancel you on Twitter.
I want to see every comment on this video say "fuck you, CC times 2."
Yeah. Exactly.
Targeted harassment. Let's go.
I love
He's
bullying.
sobbing.
We're gonna get deleted off
We're
of YouTube for
racist.
this.
We are
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not.
I am.
No, we're not racist. Stop saying that.
This is falling
Homophobic
apart. This is just
fucking-
falling apart.
Okay, you know.
Anyways,
dying.
I think
we're going into the
I,
outro. We're
I
going
say
into
we
the
just
outro. We're
cut it
going.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways.
So that was quite the episode. I think we talked about a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
No.
was
Okay.
fun.
Thanks for tuning in into the first episode of the Random Access podcast. If you liked it, leave a like, go to the comments and tell us why you liked it. And if you didn't, you can leave a dislike. It won't matter anyways because YouTube doesn't have dislikes anymore. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's good. We make show, we make podcast, we make music, we make other tangentially related stuff. And make sure to go watch RAO if you don't. I mean, it's odd if I don't know how you'd find us without watching RAO, but whatever. Yeah, we'll be back sometime whenever, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Yeah, see ya.